Alrighty, everyone, you are not losing your mind. It is me again. I know this is my second video today, but just because I'm back, and I think I need to talk about this Raw because of the fact it was the last Raw before WrestleMania. So I wanted to get it off my chest. Literally, duh. But anyway, first off, I want to thank you guys for welcoming me back, and seriously, that means a lot. Proves that somebody on here missed me. Thank you. So anyway, so tonight was the last Raw before WrestleMania, and this was a Raw that included, for the first time ever, John Cena, The Miz, and The Rock in the ring at the same time. Now, it's not really a Raw review. So before anyone says, "Oh, it's a Raw review," it's not a Raw review. It's just, I think overall my thoughts on Raw. Bit by piece, whatever. So anyway, the promo happened, and first of all, I thought the promo itself was actually pretty good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I don't know about you guys, but I liked it. I kind of thought it was interesting how to as a fan, at fans point that it seemed like John Cena at the beginning he was kind of sucking up to The Rock. He was saying, "Oh, these fans, all these million fans, and that I was one of these people, and I'm sorry this happened, blah blah." He started going on about it. So yeah, he was just trying to get into that and stuff. But I think it was good. I mean, The Rock again was hilarious. He brought his A game. He shows that he still has it. When it comes to promo, I mean, he called the freaking John Cena a homeless Power Ranger. That was freaking hilarious. Oh my god. Oh my god. Man, where does he get this stuff? But again, I enjoyed this. The Rock, coming back. We also had HBK return back, but you get to that later. Um, but it was just a great promo overall. It looked like at one point these two were gonna brawl. Now, a certain friend told me this, that he heard that possibly WWE's thinking of maybe having The Rock and Cena at SummerSlam. That would be entertaining to watch, and then maybe The Rock or Undertaker next year. But to me that would make more sense of Cena and the Undertaker next year. But and by the way, speaking of Undertaker, I can't believe that's really his theme. In no grave, I hold my body down. God, I'm gonna fall asleep through his entrances from now on. Seriously. You know how long the Undertaker's entrances are? They're at least like freaking 3 minutes long. You're gonna be, in no grave, I hold my body down. Guess that's better than Daniel Bryan. Anyway, back to this was a good promo. I enjoyed it. The Miz came out. He interrupted things. Then The Rock hit the people's elbow on uh, the Miz, and then he kept he slapped Alex right out of there. Then this is the part that pissed me off. Now The Rock, seeing going on Cena, I gotta admit, as I had mixed reactions because I'm a Cena and that's not Cena, excuse me. I'm a Miz and Rock fan, so it's kind of a mixed reaction. Like, oh yeah, Rock's cool, And then out of nowhere, Cena comes out of nowhere, hits the attitude adjustment. That pissed me off. That pissed me off. I was like, oh my god, this was actually going to be a good ending for Monday Night Raw. Which begs me to think, because remember, guys, The Rock is the special guest host for WrestleMania this coming Sunday, which makes me think: is it a possibility that because for the longest time, all of us are saying, "Oh, John Cena's gonna win the WWE title. He's gonna beat the Miz." Da, 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 da. Guys, it might be a possibility, maybe, that The Rock might screw John Cena at the WWE Championship. Maybe. I mean, no, he hates. The Rock hates Miz, but out of anyone, Rock is pissed off at John Cena. And you could hear all these boos after the attitude. You heard a few cheers, of course, because it was the kids. Oh yeah, attitude adjustment. Chicago. But there was a lot of boos. I mean, you can't compare. This is why people say, "Oh, how can you compare The Rock to?" You can't, because whenever The Rock's out there, you get cheers non-stop. Even little kids cheer for The Rock. And then oh god, and then John Cena points out the freaking obvious. My audience is children. No shit, Sherlock. Really? I'm not trying to bash Cena. Just whoever wrote that in the script is Captain Obvious for that one. But overall, I thought that promo was good. I liked it. And then we got another promo early in the night. We had the face-to-face between the Undertaker and Triple H, which I thought was, it, once when Triple H walked in the ring, all you hear was a gong, and the Undertaker's already waiting for him in the ring. And then you hear Shawn Michaels' theme, and I was like, all right, this is gonna get good. We got Shawn Michaels, all right. Now it's like WrestleMania season. I could feel it. Shawn Michaels, and it was back and forth between Triple H and the Undertaker. I think both of them made good points. To be honest with you, this was like a freaking debate team. They both made freaking good points. Especially Undertaker. He was talking about Shawn Michaels like, go ahead. Ask this guy right here. He was, the closest one to ever end my streak. And then Triple H later on goes, oh yeah, well I could beat your streak, right, Shawn? Shawn? Next thing you know, Shawn's at the turnbuckle, like standing there like a freaking statue, not even moving. And then he just walks out of there. So that makes me confused. I kind of thought maybe in the back of my mind, oh maybe WWE might add Shawn Michaels as a special guest referee at the last second, because obviously that'd be great to see. Because he wouldn't have to wrestle, but we'd still see Shawn Michaels on our television screen, in a WWE ring. I guess Shawn's probably going to talk about it at the Hall of Fame ceremony. And, wow, WWE already did freaking Superstars and SmackDown for this week. Dang, they're really trying to rush to Atlanta. Oh, because of fan access, duh! But again, I thought the segment could be better between the Undertaker and Triple H, but we got what we got. So yeah, that was it. For the most part. Then we had a few matches like Dolph Ziggler, Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan, John Morrison. It was a decent match. Dolph Ziggler, Sheamus picked up the win. I didn't like how Vicky Guerrero taunted John Morrison's entrance. I thought that was crazy stupid, but I kind of found it funny how they had Trish and Snooki were in the Jersey Shore. They were literally on the Jersey Shore, and Laycore behind them, whatever. They got in a brawl. I never heard so many bleeps on Monday Night Raw in so long. Seriously. Beep, 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 beep. Snooki was like 99% of the time saying bitch. Beep, 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 beep. I'm like, good lord. So yeah, that was entertaining in itself, right there. And I'm not gonna say the match was. I think that segment's gonna be more entertaining than the match itself. Then we had a squash match between Santino Marella and Justin Gabriel. Wow, that's pretty. And Justin Gabriel gets freaking chopped out from the freaking Cobra. And they announced an 8-man tag team match for WrestleMania. Apparently now it's gonna be the core: Gabriel, Slater, Wade Barrett, Ezekiel Jackson versus Kane, Big Show, Vladimir Kozlov, and Santino Marella. Good God, Santino Marella and Vladimir Kozlov had matches at WrestleMania. I'm telling you guys, I feel different about this WrestleMania, not in a good way. But I'll give it a shot. I'm giving it a shot before anyone thumbs down this video. I'm giving it a shot. Chill. Giving it a shot. It's WWE. What can they do? Then we had Edge and Christian in the tag team match on Raw, which was, was basically a rematch of, it wasn't a rematch, but Edge and Christian versus Bill Del and Bros Clay. It was a, good, okay match. And then we keep seeing the more Sin Cara's coming. Sin Cara, when the hell freaking Sin Cara coming? Come over. So this is like a Bill Del Rio all over again. Just freaking debut already. Get a little. At least he's not at his house promoting himself like a Bill Del Rio, a Chihuahua. So anyway, that's it. That's my thoughts. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me what you guys think about Monday Night Raw. Tell me what you guys thought about The Rock, Cena, and The Miz. What did you guys think about it? Was it good? Was it bad? Did you think it was And the same goes with Triple H and, Shawn Michaels and Undertaker segment, because I think that could have been better, but it was alright. But let me guys ask you this question. Let me tell you guys something before I close this video. There ain't no grave that can hold my body down. There ain't no. By the way, why does WWE keep freaking recycling their old music? That freaking one song, what is it called? Oh my god. I knew it was for Backlash 2008. Who did they have? They had that match with JBL, Cena, Orton. Goddamn. Triple H, Cena, Orton, and JBL. Fatal 4-Way for the WWE Championship. It was, and it was in the Punisher. It was in time. I was like, oh lord, they're recycling the themes. But again, ain't no grave. Put my body down. See ya.